quick.
I finished my cup.
Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Alright, Israel consists of so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and also the ones scattered abroad that look like other nations but actually descend from the man called Israel, according to the scriptures, man. Alright, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Alright, but this right here, Lord willing, is edifying. We want to talk about joining the real revolution, man. You got Jake out here talking about joining the army, going to fight Ukraine, going to fight Russia and stuff. Nah, but the real fight should be at home, for your home, which is the land of Israel, man. Our true home, man. But we're not going to go there of our own accord. We're going to be brought there for the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But this is the fight that we're supposed to be wanting to fight, man. This revolution, man. The change of this place, man.
Now, this is the definition of revolution. It reads, a sudden, radical, or complete change, a fundamental change in the political organization, especially the overthrow or renunciation of one government or ruler and the substitution of another by the governed.
Can you get renunciation bubble? Renunciation also goes into like, to renounce something, it means to do away with, man, verbally, vocally. We're renunciating this place called Babylon, America, man. We're renunciating the rulership of Esau, Edom, which is so-called white man. We're renunciating our captivity that we're putting on at the elect. Lord willing, we're part of that number, man.
And back to piggyback on the definition of that, overthrowing the political powers. We're not in that game. The Lord's not dealing with political powers. We're not looking to be a Democrat or Republican and hopefully winning that fight. Our fight is against evil.
All right. This is the definition of renunciation from the Oxford Languages, and it reads, the formal rejection of something, typically a belief, claim, or course of action.
This is the renunciation of wickedness, all right? This is what this is, man. The revolution of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the renunciation of wickedness and having a true righteous order on this planet, man.
I got the first precept, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 12, and it reads, fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art called and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses.
Fight the good fight of faith. We're not supposed to get carnal out here. We're not telling you to pick up guns, go to gun stores, go to gun shows, to work on your target practice. We're not telling you to do that, man. We're telling you to fight the good fight of faith, man. All right?
Book of Luke, chapter 22. 22:31, and it reads, and the Lord, the Most High, said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fall not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. And he said unto him, Most High, I am ready to go with thee, both into prison and to death. And he said unto him, Lord, I am ready with thee both. I'm ready to go with thee both into prison and unto death.
All right, that's what you gotta be willing to do. You gotta be willing to fight for the Lord, fight for the righteousness, fight for the law, statutes, commandments. But you gotta be willing to fight to the death, man.
You get Romans 12 over the show. To add on to that, man. This truth is serious, man. You gotta be ready to die for the truth, man. You gotta be ready to be, like I said, some people gonna be martyrs, man. But you gotta be prepared for death about this truth, man. All right, and it's gonna get to that point.
Romans 12:1, it reads, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto powers, which is your reasonable service.
All right, a reasonable service. What did it call going into the army? That's called your service. You gotta put your body as a living sacrifice, man. All right.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 28, it reads, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you.
All right, putting your body as a living sacrifice to fight this revolution, man. All right, but when you fight in the law, statutes, commandments, when you fight for righteousness, the Lord's gonna fight for you, man. If you're fighting with truth and sincerity, man, you don't have to get carnal, pick up guns and swords and none of that. You don't have to learn how to make bombs. You gotta learn how to fight for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and the Lord's gonna fight for you, man. But you don't have to get bloody until the Lord gives you the green light and that to lay your hands on these heathens, man.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 142, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and that law is the truth.
All right, it says strive for the truth and the death. The law, statutes, and commandments are the truth, man. These scriptures are truth, man. God, this is what we're fighting for to the death, man. This is what we're willing to lay down our lives for, man. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Because prophecy tells us that some of us will have to die, man. All right, but the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. That's why we're not supposed to fear death, man. Not supposed to fear anything but Yahweh Shem Yahshai in this place, man.
First Ezra chapter 4, verse 38, and it reads, as for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong, it liveth and conquereth for the evermore. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards.
The truth endureth forevermore and conquereth forevermore. So if you're striving for the truth until death, you're going to conquer everything, man, including the wickedness, including the Esau Edom, man. People believe that what they see on TV about Esau Edom's army, their military, and their army base is spread out across all the planet Earth. Psalm 37 says that he's seen the wicked spread themselves as a green bay tree, man. That's what Esau Edom does. They put their tentacles into every natural resource, into every country. So people, 2/3 of our people believe that they cannot be defeated. They don't see it. They can't see Esau Edom being defeated.
And that's Satan deceiving.
Yup. The God of this world has blinded them, man.
You know, it's crazy. That goes back to the pride of Babylon, man.
Yup.
People are so prideful. That's why when this place gets destroyed by thinking people like Assyrian princes, man, they're going like, oh shit. Babylon got destroyed, man. Alright? But it's like everybody, man, in Babylonians is full of pride, man. Like the scripture says, pride is like pride. Pride before destruction.
So I'm paraphrasing. Or the spirit goes before a fall, man. You put your pride in Esau's pride, you put your hope in Esau's pride, Esau's about to be destroyed, man.
You really don't know what's going on. Isaiah chapter 30, starting at the top, verse 1, and it reads, woe to the rebellious children, self the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that covered with a covering, not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin.
The rebellious children is 2/3 of our people, man. 2/3 of our, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are rebellious, right? Because you don't want to do anything righteous, man.
Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
You trust in the shadow of Egypt. You trust in the might of your oppressor. You trust in your oppressor, you're a fool, man. What good thing has your oppressor ever done for you, man? Not only for you, but for the entire planet. What has Esau Edom done for this planet, man? What has the so-called white man done to help benefit the planet, man? Nothing at all, man.
Man, those devils haven't done anything good at all. They're just a big ass fucking tumor on the planet Earth, man. And when you have a tumor, what do they do when someone has cancer? Right? They give them radiation. Right? They take radiation therapy. And that form of radiation goes through Assyrian destroy Babylon. And then, like it says in the book of Obadiah, they're gonna get put in that bonfire, man. That's the only way to be rid of these devils, man. They gotta get burned out of this place, man.
Fuel to the fire.
Verse 3, and it reads, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadows of Egypt your confusion.
The strength of Pharaoh is going to be ashamed. The strength, the trust you put into Esau's Edom's science, into their military, into their political system, into their justice system, it's going to leave you confounded, man. Because you put your faith in this, and you realize nothing is working out for you, instead of putting your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai.
Well, back to 1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 39, and it reads, with her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doth the things that are just, and refraineth from all the unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. Verse 40, neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the powers of the truth.
All right, that's the truth, man. The truth, there's nothing unrighteous about the truth, man. There's nothing defiled about the truth. The truth is the truth, man.
The truth is perfect. That's perfection.
Ephesians 6. It reads, Ephesians 6 and 10, and it reads, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right? You got to put on the armor of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man, which is faith, man. That's what's going to prevail more than anything, man. Your faith, man.
Verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
We're not telling Jake to get your arms, get bulletproof vests. We're not telling Jake to do that, man. We're telling Jake to put on the whole armor of Yahweh and Yahushai to protect you from what's coming in these last days, man. That's the only protection you're going to see from Jacob's trouble. All right? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of your time. The protection you're going to see from famine. Protection you're going to see from martial law. Protection you're going to see from these FEMA camps, man.
Like Scripture says, so you paraphrasing, I'm going to trust in my bow. Shall my sword save me. So you paraphrasing, right? So you're not going to be able to deliver yourself. You're not going to be able to trust into that sword, man. It's not going to tell you that Glock is going to save you, man. Right? That big ass gun ain't going to save you, man. Only Yahweh Hashem, I was shot, man.
You put your faith in your gun, what happens when your gun jams? You shit out of luck, man. You run out of ammo, you shit out of luck. You think during Jacob's trouble and martial law, you could just go into a gun store and get ammo? It's not going to be like that, man. There's going to be no supplies of anything. There's going to be no stores, man. Unless you got that.
When you really think about it, that shit's fucking dangerous because a bullet has gunpowder in it. And when the fire pin hits the back of the bullet, when it causes it to explode, that's a small explosion that happens in your hand. Guns be exploding in people's hands, man.
And that's another thing too, that shit expired. So if you have a storehouse of ammo that you have for 20 years, that shit's not gonna shoot, right?
Yep.
Do Jake even know how to clean guns, how to maintain guns?
You know what's crazy? A lot of bullets and munitions that's getting sold now in gun stores, ever since this whole Crown Road thing, are reloaded, right? So what that means is they take old cartridges, say you go to a shooting range, all those cartridges, the bullet cartridges on the floor, they'll come by, sweep it up, and they'll repack it up again to reuse it. And that's not even really that safe of a route, man, because that thing could be faulty, and it didn't package it right, that shit will blow up. Man, you gonna get fucked up out here.
And you're gonna pay for more for shitty quality. Everybody trust in that. That's gonna be the mind.
Esau Edom doesn't throw anything away. They don't put nothing in the garbage, man. Everything is sold unto you. No matter how defiled, no matter how used it is, it will be sold unto you again and again, man.
Book of John 18:36, and it reads, Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence.
And it's not the time for us to be taking up arms and trying to put these niggas to death, man. It's not the time for that, man. You gotta wait, man. Wait, man. Wait upon the Lord, man. Man, when y'all try to crack some clouds, the Lord will require elect to be beamed up into those chariots, man. When they come back down, man, those fishes gonna turn to hunters, man. It's free game from there, man. It's all hell. That's gonna go down, man.
That's the ushering of the kingdom right there. And what does it say? If this was my kingdom, my servants will fight. That means in Yahushua's kingdom, we are going to fight, man.
And piggyback on that, Salakia, is about the revolution. You know, we're not dealing with no Black Panther or nothing like that. We're not carnal. You know, that's not our fight.
I forgot who it was, but there was one guy from like the 70s or 60s. He said the revolution starts in the mind. That's why the revolution won't be televised, right? Even though you see it now on YouTube and on the airwaves, technically. But the revolution is not televised because revolution truly starts in your mind. You gotta become born again to be fully revolutionized, man.
Hey, right? It says in Scripture, you gotta put off that old man, right? And put on that new man, right? That's the same.
Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3, and it reads, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but the mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down the imaginations of every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, bringing into captivity every thought to obedience of Yahweh of Mashiach.
This is what we're fighting for, man. We don't need weapons, man. We have the ultimate weapon right here, which is truth, man. The scriptures, man. What does Hebrews 4:12 say, man? This will divide soul and spirit, man. All right. It's sharper than any two-edged sword, man. Actually, let me get that real quick. You got it?
Got a preacher.
4 and 7.
Going one up.
And it reads, but refuse profane and old wide fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable to all things, having promise of the life that now is
That fits
That's-
too.
that still works.
That's the spirit. Because bodily exercise profited little. It'll profit you with something, but based on the times we're living in now and what the things we're fighting against, bodily exercise really ain't gonna profit you much, man.
Shit, you going to the gym every day, throwing up, getting swole, that shit is not gonna save you. Hey,
Yep.
Let me pull this out real quick. Because all that muscle, that ain't really gonna do nothing for you.
You think you're gonna be able to go to gyms in Jacob's Trouble? Ain't none of that gonna be open, man.
You might not even have food to eat, so you're not going to be able to
Yep. You're gonna have your 1 gram of protein per every pound of body. You're not gonna have that, man.
I remember a point that the brother was bringing out earlier when the camp was like, when you go to judge, they tell you when it's the biggest guy you see, knock him out, right? I want to pull this out. It's in Wisdom of Solomon.
You got one real quick while you look that up? Not
Right here.
Oh, it's locked.
This was Solomon 6:6, and it reads, "For mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mighty men shall be mightily tormented." Man, these big ass niggas gonna be getting their ass rocked, man. Let a man with spiritual power see a nigga built like damn fucking LeBron James, Shaq. You getting rocked easily. No, that's a flick.
I got one back. You got it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. All right, we're out here literally crying out on the highways and byways. Our words are despised, man. People just want to go drink and party and do some bullshit instead of learning how to serve Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Instead of learning your true heritage, man.
That's so true, man. They just wanna, hey, I think it was Biggie that made a song, party and bullshit. That's what niggas wanna do, man. Niggas wanna do niggas, man. That's what they wanna do.
24/7.
If you still want to do nigga shit, that means in your mind you're still a nigga, man. And you're not ready, you're not revolutionizing your mind, man.
And like we said earlier, man, you gotta put off that old man. And put on that new man. So you got that precept?
Yeah, I still got it. This is Psalms 105, chapter 15. It says, saying, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Flock it one more time, double sure.
This is 105, chapter 15. It says, saying, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Do the prophets no harm, man. All right? But at the same time, we're out here for your benefits, man. 2/3 of our people, we're out here for your benefit. The work that we're doing ultimately is for the benefit of all of Israel, man. Technically, the whole planet. All right? But what do y'all do? Y'all cause us harm. Y'all misuse the prophets instead of stopping by and acquiring how to hopefully.
Insincerity.
Yep, insincerity.
Con.
These 2/3 niggas we discuss a lot.
Now you got it.
These 2/3 niggas they be scoffing, mocking, threatening, doing all types of shit. That's why I tell you this in 2nd Ezra 9 chapter, that's why they must know death without pain. That's the only way you're gonna get into these stiff neck 2/3 of these people on this chart, man. That's the only way, man. You know you got that one badass kid, no matter how many times you talk to them, no matter how many times you tell them, they don't do that, they don't do that. It's gonna get to that point where you gotta get that rod and just give them that rod correction.
Con.
And based on the law, if you have disobedient children are supposed to be put to death, man. If they don't listen to their parents, they're going to be put to death. And that's according to the law, 2/3 of our people are disobedient, so they're going to be put to death, man.
Book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 7, and it reads, I have fought a good fight, I have finished my course, I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Most High, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that love his appearing.
And that's what we're looking forward to, man. We're looking forward to that crown, man. We're looking forward to those incorruptible crowns, man. So that's why we're laboring now, man. That's why we're going to Power is Hedge. That's why we make videos daily, week in, week out, man. Because we're looking forward to those incorruptible crowns, man. But hey, any final thing?
The crowns of this world is going to pass away, you know. All them chains and all that is going to be either worth valueless or someone will snatch it off your neck. So invest in the truth, invest in the Most High, and make your call and election sure, Lord willing, he's working with you, he's working with us.
And then another thing that too is lucky is that anything you obtain on this side is given to you by Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You just don't realize it. But even though you may receive from the devil, it still comes from Yahweh Shem Yahshai. But everything you receive on this side is going to be destroyed, man. So there's no point of keeping your hope and faith in this place, man. This place is over with, man. It's already the end of this place is already. already written about. So it's already over with, man.
If it won't be spoiled, then it'll be robbed.
Yup. That's facts. That's facts.
This temple, like you said.
Yup.
Hey, we're gonna wrap it up with that. This lesson was edifying to the elect of Israel. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone of wealth, and salutations to the for elect that is out there pushing and laboring in this truth with full heart sincerity. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Ball.
Ball.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.